Hey guys, it's Babypowder and it's Sunday, which means hey, it's time for once again another mailbox clean out for our 200 run series. This week is going to be week 19. And again, this is just where we've been running our dungeons 200 times, 100 runs, one druid, 100 runs, another druid, and we track, how our sales are doing and how they build up by only adding one dungeon each week, even if we're ahead. And we're trying to make it to the goal of gold cap. And you can see right here that we have our weekly sheet, where last week we only made 168,000. The week before that was really bad at only 61,000, although that was when remix was going on, which is still going on, but it was big because it just came out. And then you also had season 4 of Diablo. Not sure how big of an impact that had, but also you had Cata, which all those things are still going on, but they just kind of dropped. So of course everybody really probably flocked to them, and it took away customers from possibly getting sales. We saw something similar with Thunderstorm right after Mana Tombs. Of course it was a lot worse with right after Isle Thunder, which it was like 3 things at once compared to only 1. So yeah, I'm sure that really hurt a lot there, but we saw an improvement last week. We're hoping to see another improvement even over top of that this week. I have kind of noticed already sales seem to be doing better, or at least seem like it to me. We'll still have to dive in and actually see if our sales are better or not once we actually get to our bait tunes. But we'll do a quick recap right here. We actually do have as far as last week, we ended up making getting up to 3,430,000. We ended up making 168,364 gold last week. That put us with only 6.5, over 6.569,000 left to make. And then we ended up 130,000 of that was transmog. 37, almost 38,000 was materials. Seeing that we did actually have a little bit more because we did have some stuff. We had those auction house modules from when we did Skyrim. We still have some of those, so hopefully we sold some more of those this week. There's not many. I did actually, because I only sold those on Proudmoore last week, and so I could actually get tried to push those sales. I did still have 4 left on Thrall that were not moving at the time, so I tried to trade 2 over to see if I could go ahead and get some more sales on Proudmoore, which yes, we are tracking how the realms are doing, which right now of course Proudmoore's doing better at 1.8 million versus 1.5, almost 1.6. But it is really just seeing how the realms are performing, not really seeing if we can get more on one realm or the other. So we are actually still trading items if we have items on one that we don't have on the other, if we have duplicates. Not really bothering with the low value transmog stuff really, but the high value, the materials, I guess the auction house modules, I figured that was easy enough to move. But anyway, that is how we're doing so far. Hopefully we can improve it this week and actually do even better. So let's go ahead and get to our first tune, which is going to be our low value bait tune for Proudmoore, and see how our sales go this week. All right guys, so here we are. This is our first bank alt. It is our Alliance low value bank tune Proudmoore. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what we got here. And we do have some sales, so great. Awesome. 93,000. Actually one of our biggest cleanouts yet as far as our low value transmog. Actually not just one, it's our biggest clean out with our low value transmog. 93,704 gold, so and 31 sales, so quite a bit of sales, which at the same time means that some low sales are in here, but at it only being 31 sales and 93,000, that also means that there are going to be some good sales in there too. So because that's way above an average of 1,000 gold per sale. So and I can already kind of see, let me see if I can stretch this out a little bit. Been keeping it kind of small here recently because we haven't had as many items, but now we actually do have quite a few here, so we can kind of stretch it out. But anyway, We have one Grunt's Legs for a little over 1,000, another Grunt's Legs for a little over 1,000, and actually I think I just recently took those out of the bank because I was like just wondering if we ran out of stuff we had multiple duplicates of, and this was one of them. So we have sold these previously, and I actually didn't have any more to post in my bag, so I actually had to go to my extras I have in the bank and pull those out. So those are really good sellers, and I'm pretty sure we got those from BFD. I mean, it's only a little over 1,000 gold, but they're selling fast. Sky Strider Katana, I'm pretty sure that is a Wrath of the Lich King item, so most likely it came from Draktharan Keep, as we have not added our stuff from the Dragonblight Crypts yet. That video actually comes out tomorrow for our second open world farm, so make sure you guys tune in to check that out. But yeah, we haven't added any of those items, so if this is actually an item from Wrath of the Lich King, it definitely came from Draktharan Keep, which I'm pretty sure that's what this is one of those actually plain looking swords, even though it has a fancy name to it there. But anyway, blood scale pieces, sold some of those definitely, they actually just came from the farm we just completed this week, which was Ramparts. We just did Ramparts, so it's nice seeing sales from something that we just completed, and that's why I wanted to get some of those blood scale pieces, because they sell so fast. Let's see here, dagger jaw bridges. I'm not really sure. It does sound familiar. It could even be iron docks. I'm not sure on that one. But yeah, almost 3,000 gold, so not bad there. Warden staff, so that's an epic item, one of the lower value epics, and I'm pretty sure we either got that from like BRD or something. There might have been somewhere else. We could have even got it from like Dire Maul or something, because it's the lower value one, but only 15,000 gold, but still not bad for a low value piece. Morn Twig, that actually is from Iron Docks, and actually I had to get some more of those out because I ran out of those, so we've been selling those quite often. 5,400. Prospector Woolies, 3,700. Patterns of the Deviant Scale Belt, actually had to pull some of those out of the bank too. Welling Caverns, those came out of, so selling those. Let's see here. Staff of Divine Infusion, I'm pretty sure that actually came from Ramparts as well. It was one like the blue staff, over 10,000 gold. Heaven's Light, 8,000 gold. That's just a world drop blue, so it could have came from multiple different runs. And then we sold the Nat Pagel book, unfortunately only 807 gold. I think it's one of the lowest ones we've had possibly on that. And let's see here, just a ring. And Tonka boots, sounds like Wrath of the Lich King, maybe 1,000 gold, could be somewhere else, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Lowbinder disc, that's actually from the Isle of Thunder farm, 4,000 gold, well 4,600. And then Ritual Shroud of the Quick Blade, 8,000 gold. Not 100% sure. I know I've seen that pop up when I've been farming it, but I can't really place where that came from. It sounds like maybe it's Outland, but I'm not 100% on that. Ceremonial leather harness, that of course came from probably from Welling Caverns, or the harness I think maybe can even come from BFD or some other farms. I'm not 100% on that, but I know at least, if not, it's definitely Welling Caverns, just like the rest of those ceremonial pieces. 7,600, but still really good. A lot of sales here. 93,000 gold, almost 94,000 gold, way more than we've made with any of our low value bank tunes. Usually it's on average, if it's high, it's usually about 40 some thousand gold, but then we've also seen a lot lower, around the 20,000 range, or even lower, unfortunately. We've had bad weeks, so that's already starting us out really well at 93,000 gold. So let's go ahead and add that up on our sheet here. Almost at 100,000 already. All right, we'll clean that out. Man, that's a nice clean out. Hopefully high value transmog can be doing just as well, but at the same time though, if it's not, I mean, it's really nice just to clear up some bag space and get a lot of those items sold. That's the one good thing about the low value stuff. Yeah, it's, not as exciting as seeing that big sale, but it, you know, it adds up and it sells, you know, really, you know, a lot quicker than the high value pieces because it's a lot easier to buy because it's not as expensive, right? So anyway, high value bank tune on Proudmoore, and again, 95,794 gold. Only 2 sales. Of course, it'd been nice to see like 30 some sales and it be up to like 4 or 5,000, but you know, it is what it is. So we got 95,794 gold. Let's see here. We actually sold Pattern of Shifting Cloak, 93,419 gold, which is actually really good because that is, I believe, the lowest value pattern from Dire Maul, where we do Dire Maul North, and you get like the cash, and you get the 3 epic patterns. If you get lucky, you get the epic patterns. A lot of times you get the blue ones. You see, I got some here. See, I got one right here, and that is like the lowest value one. It says it's actually valued at 200,000. I think it was before it was valued at 100 and some thousand, so it's possibly went up a little bit in value, but yeah, not bad at all. We actually sold this one right here. See, I've got multiples. I got one on the auction house and I got one in my bag, so I've got multiples to replace it. But yeah, not bad at all. 93,000 gold. Also sold a Troll Protector, which came from our Zul'Farrak runs. 2,300 gold for that one, and that one is, I mean, it's kind of low at 2,000 something, but that is like right, and I believe it used to be at like low value value before, and it's kind of went up now. But yeah, it's just barely over the 20,000 to get set to the high value area. I think even on my other rounds, I'm still posting it on my low value bank alts just because it before was like a low value piece. But anyway, 95,794 gold. So that is going to put us almost at 200,000 already, just with those 2 bank alts. And we've got a lot more to go through here. All right. Yep. 189,000 already. So we'll clear that out. Switch our keyboard back. Let's check our materials bank alt. We didn't get like any materials, yeah, from Ramparts, but we may have actually sold, and I do see we have some mail here. We may have actually sold some of those auction house modules from where we were doing Skyreach, and you know, we may still have sales. We actually sold all of them from this bank alt last week, but we traded them over like I mentioned, so we may have sold some more. And we did. We actually only sold one, and actually for less than we were selling them before. I think we sold one for like 19,000 last week, and then we sold 2 for about half at like 9,000, and now it's down to like 6,000. But hey, it moved. We sold it, so good. 6,286 gold, which is actually more than we've made in materials in a whole week before with some of these farms, because a lot of these farms are dungeons, so it's, you know, more focused on, you know, actual transmog. All right, so let's go ahead and swap on over to our Horde bank alt. All right, guys, so now we're here on our low value bank tune for Doral, and let's see how well our Horde side did this week. All right, and again, pretty good. Not as good as the Alliance, but actually the best one they've had so far since we've started this. 78 for the low value tunes. At least they've had some decent sales on the high value, but 78,980 gold. Only 20 sales, so a little less sales, and not quite the value. Maybe if they've had 30, they may have even been over the Alliance, or been right there at least at it. But it does look like a lot of higher sales compared to a lot of lower ones. So let's see here. We've got Bone Link armor, 2,800. Not 100% sure on that. Steadfast legs comes from multiple different ones we do. 2,300 for those. Trapper foot wraps, almost 11,000. Not bad there. And then some low ones here. We got Staff of Divine Infusion. Again, is that the same one? Again, that also sounds like Outland, so probably Ramparts. 4,700. Vital Tunic, that's only 733, sorry. Vine Wrap Bow. Now that's an Iron Docks piece. The Vine Wrap pieces are actually Iron Docks, not Skyreach. 1,500. You see, we're still selling stuff from Iron Docks. Such a good farm. Lunar Sphere. Nice to see actually some of those move, because I think I've had so many. 2,400. It's just like an offhand piece. I believe that comes from many different places, but anyway. Blood Spattered Loincloth, the lowest value loincloth that you get from Welling Caverns, 4,700. It's going to be nice when we get the sludge bin to kind of restock some of these. I do think I still have some, but it is dwindling down. As you see, we're still selling these loincloths and things. Terraclaw Jerkin, 5,300. Schematic for the Crash and Thrashing Robot, 9,500. Did that come from Ramparts? I think that did, actually. Either dropped in Ramparts or maybe we got from one of the chests or something like that. I can't remember, but it feels like it was recent. And I'm pretty sure it didn't come from Skyreach, which was before Rampart. So I think that did. Deviant Scale Belt, Welding Caverns, really nice value on that one. Almost 7,600 gold for that pattern. Man, really nice. Again, Welding Caverns, those Deviant Scale patterns. Blood Scale Gauntlets, 4,500, again from Ramparts, some of the Blood Scale pieces. Ironhide Belt, 5,000 gold. Another Ironhide piece here for 4,000. And then we've got these Mandragon robes. Sure, Mandragon. Maybe Iron Docks or something, or Wrath, maybe. 5,000 gold. That's a different name. I'm not used to seeing Mandragon. Could again, it also, I don't recall that being like a Skyreach piece. Let's see, we got some wide stuff here. No, that's Blood Mane. But I don't know if we have any actually like Daggerjaw. Now that's actually, we saw Daggerjaw sales on Proudmoore, so that's wide. So that was like Iron Docks or something. Trapper, that's Wrath of the Lich King. So the Trapper pieces here, what was it, Trapper boots or something, Trapper foot wraps that sold for almost 11,000. That's gotta be from Drakthar and Keep. Let's see, do I see any other? Don't see any wide. That's the kind of nice thing with this little mod here, where I've got the stuff listed from what expansion it comes from. Kind of does help me determine what it may be. But yeah, I'm not sure on that one. You see Daggerjaw, but maybe I didn't have like really too many duplicates of the Mandragon stuff. But yeah, anyway, still really good. 78,980 gold. Let's go ahead and add that to our sheet here. 80. Get that out. All right. And let's go ahead and hop on over to our high value bank alt. See if we have any exciting sales over here. Hopefully we do. It's already looking good. We're getting actually close to 300,000. So that'd be really nice if we could see a 300,000 gold week here. So high value transmog, let's take a look here. Only 23,827 gold. So our Horde side was not doing as well, which is kind of ironic because they've been doing really well with the drops, just not with the sales. But I did notice this earlier in the week, and I was really kind of impressed with this. Perculia's, I guess Priscilla, whatever. Perculia's Peculiar Signet or whatever. That's a ring, and that's a wad ring. So 14,000 gold. That's the epic ring we got when we were doing Skyreach. So yeah, pretty impressive. It sold for 14,000. Normally I just try to put this in like an inflated group, and I must have missed it and put it with the regular group. And I usually just try to sell them for a max of like 1,000 gold. But this one actually sold for 14,000. So yeah, not bad there. Leggings of the High Sea Heart, that actually is a Wrath of the Lich King item. So again, Drakthar and Keep, I believe they're like a pair of blue pants for 9,000 gold, and gives us 23,000, almost 24,000. Not really worth going too much in depth anymore with that, but it's but yeah, really exciting to see some of that stuff sell. Oh, we are, man, so close to 300,000. We're still not quite there yet. Hopefully we have some material sales here. We really I mean, we need less than like 2,000 gold. So I don't see any mail. Make sure that it's just not accidentally missing the icon. I'm not seeing any mail, which is not a good sign. Some reason nobody wants to buy the auction house modules on this realm here. Yep, no sales. no sales, unfortunately, there to save us. So let's go ahead and get our sheet pulled back up. So here we are. So we ended up getting for the week 298,591 gold. So close to 300,000, which is still really good. I mean, it's over 100,000 more than we made last week. Way better than we were doing 2 weeks ago at 61,000. And we're just under that 300,000 range. Really, though, really nice with Proudmoore with us getting both almost 100,000 on low value and almost 100,000 on high value. Of course, we'd like to see like 100 to 200,000 on high value each and every week. It's just not happening right now. But and we haven't really seen, we've seen it like maybe 1-2 weeks. But yeah, we're still building up though. We're only about halfway through our list here, if that's even halfway, even though some of these are just kind of filled in with some. I mean, I still think they're great. You know, I did actually make some changes. I don't know if, I mean, if you haven't tuned into the stream, but you have tuned into these cleanouts, I did make some changes. I did actually move up Nomer because I feel like that's going to be a better choice to be our next dungeon versus LVRS was next, just because Nomer is going to add us a little bit more variety. Yes, LVRS would be great. We possibly would be getting some epics and some of the really nice epics like, you know, Skull Flame Shield, things like that, which we don't have right now, which would be great to add to our variety, but it's nothing really too specific. You got the patterns and stuff. There's a couple of them that you could possibly get very lucky and get, but as far as actually having really good variety versus stuff that we've possibly already picked up in other areas, LVRS is not going to be as great as I feel Nomer is. And I actually even moved up Scarlet Monastery above LVRS because, again, I feel like that's going to add more variety to our auction house than LVRS. Although LVRS or, you know, Scarlet Monastery being first is actually going to give us a chance for some of those world drop epics too, because people have actually gotten Skull Flame Shield and things from there before too. But yeah, again, just feel like that was a better choice. But then we will do LBRS, and then of course we got our open world farms in betweens. We even got dead mines coming up, which I'm looking forward to, but I'm dreading at the same time because I just know how much those Defias swords, you know, drop the low value ones, and I feel like we're just gonna be overcrowded with those little swords. So but it is good to have that variety and have all those items on there. I mean, really, we could probably get away with just doing 100 runs of dead mines and be good, but it's a 200 run series, so we're gonna do 200 runs. But it's good because I mean, I have actually sold some of those other like blue items out of there, like the higher value ones, for really good amounts. And so yeah, it's going to be good to, you know, increase our chances at least getting those items. We can just throw all those extra swords, hopefully in the bank, hopefully they'll all fit. So if we get to the point where we may just have to vendor some of them, we'll just have to do that. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this clean out. We ended up getting, like I said, 298,591 gold versus 168,000 last week. We ended up, that brings us up to 3,728,815 gold. So we've made almost 4 million with these two realms. We are now at only needing almost, you know, a little less than 6.3 million to reach our goal of 10 million gold. We made 292,000 gold this week with transmog alone, 6,000 with materials. We actually didn't have any materials to actually sell from Ramparts. It was just those auction house modules from Skyreach, and we only sold one for a pretty low amount on Proudmoore. Didn't see any from Thrall, and actually it was the Horde's auction house module that we sent over that we actually sold on Proudmoore because they're just not moving on Thrall right now at this moment. As far as our transmog, we did better this week. Of course, we did a little less on our materials, 37, almost 38,000 versus 6, and 130 versus 292. But again, yeah, we really good this week because we actually did see sales from the Ramparts from the dungeon we just did. So that's always good when we can actually see those. Did see some things that I wasn't quite sure where they came from. But also pretty exciting, we actually sold a ring from Skyreach that was an epic ring for a decent amount. It's nothing crazy. I mean, I'm sure it was like up to like 90,000, some overinflated amount, but still getting 14,000 versus 1,000 for that ring, which actually I probably would have only gotten if I would have not accidentally put it in the wrong group. But yeah, still very nice surprise with that ring. But anyway, guys, that is again going to do it for this clean out. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these cleanouts. If you are, make sure you smash that big thumbs up for me so that I know that you guys are enjoying these videos. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you do know when the next one hits, which of course is every Sunday. Although the times range because, you know, it all depends on when I have the little one and when I can actually get everything cleaned out and ready to actually show you guys. And also, you know, this way you can also see the loot videos, which the next one will drop tomorrow, which it should be out by 5 o'clock. And that is going to be on the Dragon Light Crypts. Also, do not forget about the link for Twitch down below so that you guys can join me on these farms and we can do loot appraisers. You guys can, you know, if you don't want to do the loot appraisers because you're busy with remix, you can still join in and just see it done. You know, something to watch kind of while you're doing your remix stuff, and you know, just join in some fun and you know, fun conversation. But anyway, guys, that is again going to do it for this one. I hope to see you all on Twitch, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Take care, guys.